Hi everybody!
I was not a fan of Sylvie Paula Paula in KOF14. I'm still not a huge fan of her in that game. I don't like her design, I don't like how she plays, and I don't like her over-the-top personality at all. When she was initially announced in January, I was not happy to say the least. I thought she was going to be a mega boring character to play and just play like she did in the previous game with some new tech. So in this video, I'm going to discuss how she played in 14, how she plays in 15, and to wrap up the video, we'll find out my views on the character and see if they've changed at all. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I booted up my copy of KOF 14 when Sylvie launched in 15. This video will probably come out a few days afterwards. Basically, I wanted to refresh my thoughts on her. I didn't like her when I originally played 14, and to be honest, I didn't enjoy a large number of characters in that game. They just feel a bit clunky. I found Sylvie to be especially clunky because she's slow and she doesn't feel like her combos flow together. Her costume was also a little too wild.
Now, if you ask me, we should have went with the title I gave you for the review, which was Sylvie Paula Pukea, which I think it's fitting. It gives me vertigo when I watch her.
Overall, I'm just not a fan of Sylvie in her first entry into the KOF franchise. She's just too slow, which is one of my biggest gripes with fighting games in general. I actually just hate slow characters, period. However, if you're more calculated and defensive as a fighter, I can see why you may enjoy Sylvie in this entry. She's a good mid-range fighter, and that does play into her KOF 15 variant as well. But yeah, I really do dislike her in this game, and it goes a long way to explain why I hated her. Now in KOF 15, I have to say she actually plays similarly but different at the same time. It's like her speed has been turned up to 11, her inputs feel smoother even for her basic pokes, and her actual combos feel like they flow together. SNK have also given her a ton of new tools which makes her more fun to use. Like I said earlier, her 14 variant was a good mid-range fighter. Well, she is now a good all-around fighter in 15. She has a proper projectile and it's a damn good one. I have actually enjoyed her with my very short time using her in KOF 15. She's fast, and she actually can be used pretty well in a rushdown role, which is my favorite archetype. Basically, she plays like a whole different character. She isn't a Shoto per se, but she can act like one. She can also act like a mid-range fighter who pokes, and she can act like a somewhat quick beatdown character. I actually enjoy her in this variant. I'll be upfront, I still hate her in 14, and I always will. She's too over-designed, she's too slow, and she does not suit my playstyle at all. I thought I was going to hate her in 15 because of those reasons, and because I find her personality annoying. I still do.
I don't know why I look at her and I just assume she's more of a bubbly cheerleader than an actual fighter, so I don't know, she seems annoying to me.
But I actually have had fun in my testing out of her for this video, and I could see myself actually using her as an oddball choice when I'm against an opponent where I need a wide toolset. Right now, B Jenny occupies that role in my team, as most of the characters I like using are beatdown centric. Those characters are Vanessa, Blue Mary, and Kim. This is great as it gives me more options when it comes to team building, and this has me more excited to try out different placements for my characters. When I use Sylvie, I think she'll be used in either the mid or the anchor position, as she seems to like some meter. During my recording of this video, SNK Global released a tweet regarding Sylvie breaking the game. Good job, Pikachu bitch. So how was she breaking the game? The tweet will be popping up on screen now. Command grab loop. I haven't experienced this one, but I had noticed her command grabs were far easier to pull off than some other characters, so this might be part of the problem. Crouching light kick hitting mid-air opponents. Clearly, this is not an intended interaction, and I'm surprised it made it past internal testings.
So I'm going to give you a little heads up on internal testing here. I used to test games for Ubisoft, and yeah, internal testing is done by subject groups that are not intended for bug acknowledgement, but more of, is the game playable? Later on they find bugs and then they try and patch it out, but yeah. so good luck with that.
Skin tone changing in max mode when certain skins are used. I haven't experienced that one, and honestly that one's just funny. Either way, good job Pikachu, bitch. Basically, if you're looking for a character who can do a bit of everything and you need someone to take your mid or anchor slot, Sylvie is going to be a nice option for you. I know I won't use her when I play 14, so that remains unchanged. However, I do like her in 15, and who knows, she might be a character I use when KOF16 rolls around if she makes the roster. What do you think of Sylvie? Do you like using her? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, tell me what you think of her new design. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. 2 of my previous videos will be popping up on screen now. One is my review for the King of Fighters 15, and the other is one YouTube thinks you'll like. Check them out. Until next time, keep blazing that trail.